I get that. That is no problem. Did you hear? I read recently that Iron Mike is going to make a comeback. Did you hear about this?
Look, this is what we breathe. This is what we are, and especially someone like Iron Mike Tyson. That's all that man knows. So for him to make for everyone else, it's a comeback, but for him, it's just what he does. He's a fighter, right?
Exactly.
So, you know, he probably just took a little break. But for everyone else, like, oh my God, Mike Tyson's making a comeback. But for Mike Tyson, it's like, this is what I do. I'm a fighter by nature. So if he's back in the ring, then I would love to see it. I would definitely be one of the viewers, that's for sure.
Do you was he a hero of yours growing up?
That's the man who got me. Do you know what it was with Mike? When I watched him on YouTube, I see a little kid that was 13, and I truly believe, no matter what anyone has to say about Mike Tyson now, in terms of like what he went through when he was fighting and some of the controversies he went through, right? The guy took himself from his neighborhood, which wasn't the prettiest of scenes, you know, up to an amateur champion, to the youngest ever world champion, to one of the most recognized faces of the sport of boxing. Because in my opinion, the only two faces that are recognized in boxing globally is Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. They're the main faces of this sport. So from where he started to where he is now, he is my ultimate motivation. And the reason why I say that is because he's the closest guy that was to my generation.
Yeah.
You know, so he's like, he holds a special place in my heart.
Absolutely, yeah. Do you think they make, and you know, this is designed to provoke this question, do they make champions like that anymore? People cut
Well, no, like
there we go, there's the answer.
Hey, what? I still...
Yeah, you still got it. Yeah, just
still
about
got it, you know. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Anytime, any place, anywhere.
Hey, listen, I know we've had conversations in the past.
Yeah.
There was one particular time, we have a mutual friend, George Lamb. I remember the awards, right? I love George. Shout out to George.
Shout out to George.
I remember I came over to you once and you were like, wait a second. This dude's got dark energy. And you were talking about me.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder, though, you know, boxers talk about the killer instinct. And everyone, AJ, you're a lovely guy. You're a role model. But you've got to train for that. You've got that killer instinct, dude. So you've got to have a bit of darkness inside you, right?
Trust me. Look, I even saw I was in the park, finished my run. So it's in the car park area. It's a massive lap that you go around. And then randomly, I think because of isolation, everyone's got a bit more time. And I saw one of my old neighbors. And he was like, oh my God. He's like, 2 meters. You know? So I saw him. And he was like, I always told you that you were too nice to fight, but you proved me wrong. But look, I'm going to be honest with you, right? I'm still a threat, but I think with this now, that's what makes me different. Is that, I can be like greasy and I can have a bad energy towards you. Just like, you know, when you see me and you don't even know how to approach me. But I'm trying to be a businessman. I'm trying to be well respected. And I think that I may not have the best education from when I was in school, but I did believe that having a good character can also get you far as well. So I definitely tried to work on that. And through boxing, I changed the man I used to be. I used to be a bit more, I was always lovely, but I just started to think a bit more, be calculated, treat people with respect. And I think that's the image that all of us young boys should be putting across, because it definitely opens doors for you in life.
100%. I mean, I often wonder, in some respects, why does boxing still continue? It's two guys. Obviously, there's a lot of money in it. You know, it's a big business. We all know that. But it's really two guys thumping the shit out of each other. You know, is that, you know, should we be doing it in 2020, 2021? You know, it's an interesting discussion. But I know boxing for you, you know, that pretty much saved your life in some respects.
100, and that's the thing with it. It's with boxing, I think you don't need much. You know, it's a sport where I took myself into it. You know, you're seeing a lot of boxers these days. You know, they're punching in their slippers and a pair of shorts these days. You don't need much. You don't need the fastest car that costs, you know, 500 grand. You don't need the biggest tennis racket, or you don't need the best golf clubs. All you need is passion and a good trainer. and you can conquer the world. I'm telling that to a young kid. That's why it can't be taken away, is because it takes kids from, you know, deprived backgrounds. Like, you never see a private educated school kid as a world champion, realistically. You never see a wealthy kid, but it takes kids from, you know, deprived areas that are trying to make their way out and better their lives. It gives them an opportunity, and it should never, ever be taken away.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you, but